Hey everybody, it's me, Doug. Hope you are doing alright. I'm trying to fix things here on the internet, and they're being goofy. So I told you the other day, I'm going to change the title of my show there when it comes out. It says The Daily Doug Cast. Don't do these every day now. I need to change it to the Every Once in a While Doug Cast. Now got the lighting has got my face all messed up. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Boop, boop, make it worse. I'm a ghostess. Make the screen behind me green. Let's see. My lighting's terrible in here. Half the lights still don't work. So you get the crappiest lighting and the crappiest everything now. That's just how it is. We got Firefox Pro, Sam, Eric, Kent, and Skinny in here. Hope you guys are all doing good. Like I said, on my if you was here the other day, had to resubmit the cover art for Legends of the Lone Wolf. And so I was waited a whole day, didn't hear anything. Last night, get a message, 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, blah, 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 you need to change this here. And I'm like, what? So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm waiting right now for it to generate a proof for me to look at, but it's taking like forever because it's a 120-page book. And so it gets a little ridiculous trying to generate a proof for that. But I hope I got it now. The bleeds weren't enough. It's a 6x9. The hardcover is, but the front cover's got to be a little bit bigger. So I did a 7x10, and that wasn't big enough apparently. So I switched it and went for an 8x11. So that maybe that way the bleeds, because the way hardcover is, it folds. It's weird the way they do the art on the front of it. But it's got to be, quite a bit bigger than the interior pages. So hopefully this time I got it right. It looks right on the preview, but it doesn't look right on the proof. In the proof they lay it out, and it's got the... I'll show you guys if it ever loads up here. I'll show you guys the preview real quick. Generate a preview, which just takes just a second apparently. But here's the preview. That's the way I got the cover laid out now, and I just added more black, a bigger black border around it, and so that's pretty much just what the book looks like. That's one way. No, they're not asking for a spine, Skinny. I got the spine. It's black. This here has got to be so much bigger because it like the way they do the hardcover, it's got to be like a lot bigger. It's got to have more bleed. You got to have a bleed. If it didn't have a bleed, there possibly could be a white border like on the edges, and it would look goofy. So we got Lorenzo in here, Sam's here, Eric Hawkins is here. But this is what I got to fix to now, but I got to wait and see what the proof says. Okay, the proof is up. Let's pull the proof up. Proof. And this will tell us right here. I haven't been looking at this, so this is why I don't. Now see, this one still has white around the borders. See, it needs to be up to here and around here. I don't know why the bleed is so much bigger on that than it is on everything else. This doesn't make sense to me. These files are so big it doesn't even want to show them. It's ridiculous. See, look, you see how it is here? It goes to this is the bleed. So if it cuts this, as long as you got your text and stuff inside of it, it's okay. But what I don't get is like, and that's the interior page, the first interior page you see is that one. And apparently these covers are way bigger. So I guess I'll be doing these again. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It looks absolutely ridiculous to me. But I'm just going to continue making it bigger. And that art right there looks like it's plenty big enough. They probably have the dimensions up, but what stinks is it probably. See, if you look here on this page, they look fine. If you go to the preview, they look fine. And so, most of the time, this works. I don't know why that's so much bigger. Like, let's see. It probably has the cover size around here somewhere. I don't know. I just assumed it'd be the same, the same size as everything else. I'll just make it like super giant and be like, "You fix it." Which thing is, if I send it as a PDF, they could just fix it. But I don't want to send it as a PDF because then I've got to open it in something else and export it and all this crap, and I don't want to do that. I'll just fix it myself. It just still seems ridiculous to me that the preview it looks okay, but the proof looks absolutely ridiculous. So I guess I'll be fixing this. And what's awesome is when I fix this, when I delete these, it puts some of the pages out of order. So I gotta go back and re-put all the pages in order and all that good stuff. So it's a pain in the butt. But I'm so used to what they changed that I spend about 10 minutes and get that fixed. Shabby says, "How are things?" Things are alright, Shabby. Lorenzo says, "I was just researching breakfast food for pickles. Think us northerners eat something closer to a full English breakfast, whereas biscuits and gravy are more popular in the South. Though I eat biscuits and gravy as well, as everyone should. Biscuits and gravy are the best breakfast." Oh, Shabby, you got to work on later, and that is no fun. But anyways, we got Otis Stein here. It's at 1710 with 71 backers with 32 days left. So let's be sharing that out and try to get some more backers on that. Still waiting for Kickstarter to send us the vestry stuff so we can get that rolling. I don't know why it's taking them a while. Well, Skinny, it's because the covers have got to be different. This is not printing anything else. If you look on a hardcover book, the cover actually wraps around. So they don't want... You know, that's why it's different. It's got nothing to do with them actually printing it or contracting anything out or not. Even if I was, the thing is, I would rather work with Mix'em than somebody where they're just like, "Send us the files," and you have no control over it, and they just send you a bunch of specifications. I'd rather be able to see it and fix it myself. That's one reason I didn't go with API, is because of all the ridiculous things I had to do to the book. I don't like lettering books myself. I let everybody else letter books. I pay somebody to letter a book. They're not being unspecific. It's just that I just didn't look. I just assumed. And then I just thought I could fix it by adding a couple inches. I probably could find it. I just don't care to look. It's a website. I didn't call anybody. I don't like talking to actual people. I don't like reading things. I'm just trying to figure it out. They've got templates on their site for that, but I've never had to use them because comic books are easier to print because it's the same thing. So all it is I just didn't look. There's nothing weird about Mix'em. Mix'em is a great company. I'm not gonna say anything bad about them. Yeah, I understand, Shabby. That's like on Lone Wolf, the first one. Actually had to crowdfund the book enough to pay the artist and pay the letterer and pay the colorist. I don't know how I ever got it done. It seems like now it's nearly impossible to even raise the money to get them printed, much less anything else. I think there's so many bigger guys in crowdfunding right now, it's kind of hard to get. Well, not just bigger guys, there's so many more books people are noticing. So it's kind of hard to even to get, 100, 150 backers is like really good right now. It's kind of crazy. Oh man. Yeah. Kind of aggravated. Not at the comic book thing, but everything else. Shabby said, see, if I had to pay the artist, because that would mean I'd get paid. Yeah, but you'd get paid, but you wouldn't care. It wouldn't be your project. You know what I mean? I had to find an artist. I had to pay the artist to do everything. That artist probably made more money just because it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I want to get all this stuff done and sent and shipped out. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to when I was pointing Bigfoot Bill. They wrap around and then they put that blank page over the. Well, I guess they glue it in there, but they don't want any white showing, so it doesn't look goofy. Because it'll look goofy. Like I said, they've got the specifics. I just haven't looked. I just made assumptions that, hey, here's the cover art, the same size as this one. Because I'm a big dummy. And then I wasn't thinking about it and just made it a couple inches bigger when it, needs to be quite a bit more. All I got to do, it's like a 5 minute thing. I've still got, I'll show you guys how to do it. Let's see. Display. We'll open up this. All you got to do is go to edit, change canvas size. Let's see. Let's go. It's an 8. Let's make that. Let's go with 10, and let's change the height. We'll add 2 to it. Make it 13. There we go. Bottom thing selected. Got my paint bucket. Let's move this logo just a little bit. I don't want it right on there, but I don't want it so close that. All it is a bleed, so let's just go ahead and add 2 more to it. 2 there. And 2 there. I don't care if it's gigantic. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Go down here. Where's my paint bucket? That looks ridiculous though. Let's see. Shabby says issue ones are bound to get little or no attention. You just have to stick with it and push through. Way less people do that, and that means more people will see that and will flock over. Skinny says, yeah, but that also gets hard when you blocked everyone who backed your first book also. That's true. It's, that'll make it hard for you. Let's see. Let's save this. Right there. Save. Yes. Best thing to do is not cause a bunch of drama. And if you do get a bunch of people to back your book, don't cause drama with them after, and then block a bunch of them, because then they're not going to come back and get your second book. I'm not going to mention any names, but I had a creator do that to me. I backed his first book, and then he blocked me, and so I was like, what the poop? So I actually gave away his the two books I bought from him. He had two, and so now he's got two. He's got like 2 or 3 more, and I'm just not interested. See, 12 by 15. We'll do that here too. 12 by 15. Paint it black. Save it. Save as. Oh, that's saving as a TIFF. Which I probably ought to do that too. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Be good. Be nice to people. I know it's hard sometimes. One thing I've learned is not to be a huge turd. That'll come back and bite you in the butt too. Yeah, sometimes drama is unavoidable, but just don't act like they do. Let's see, let's make this one a TIFF. We got Zippy in here. He says, my plan is to pre-block everyone and then ask them to back my book. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Shabby, but you'll find somebody who'll just cause drama for no reason. You'll come across them sooner or later. It's so easy to say that, not to engage. You'll come across drama at some point that you have nothing to do with. They'll just drag your name into it. Like, I don't know, say somebody buys your book and you say something like, I don't like potatoes, and they'll go off on you and make a big thing out of it and try to stir up a bunch of drama. And I know that sounds ridiculous, what I just said, but it will happen, and it will almost be that ridiculous. Sam says fandoms were a bad idea. There should be a certain distance between the creators and the people who truly like what they put out. I agree. Eric says people have no decency or common sense anymore. That is 100% right. Common sense is very lacking. And a lot of people just kind of spoiled. They think everything should go their way all the time, and if you don't go along with everything they say or do, that it's some kind of personal attack, and they get their feelings hurt. And people get their feelings hurt over the stupidest reasons. Same here, Skinny. Same here, buddy. I think actually I've had worse drama from people like that. See, Zippy's already getting mad about potatoes. We got Ash and Jacqueline here. Hey, buddy, hope you're feeling better. Hope you're doing good. I'm trying to fix this stupid book. Let's see. Because instead of reading, I'm just guessing. I'm a good guesser. Guesstimating. Got Bernardo the Beatnik in here. Says common sense is hard work. That is true. Sam says Chuck Dixon was right when he said the fans ruined comics. You are right. Well, you gotta thank fans, but then there's creators who got the big egos and that the fans worship. Anytime you allow fan worship to influence things, that's when it gets kind of crappy. Now I've got things out of order, so I have to put some files back in order, but it's no big deal. I'm used to them going out of order, and I know exactly where they go. I'm got pretty used to the way the layout on this book now. Do 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 do. So I really, really, really want to get this done. I just got the hardbacks to get done. And it's so crazy how you would think that they would do like a comic book size. So anytime you see like a hardback Marvel collection, it's kind of a different size. Realize how much trouble they go through to do that different book, and you'll know why they don't do that many. Like I've got a bunch of the Swamp Thing hardback books. They're slightly different size than the regular comics. Let's see, I'm talking instead of paying attention to where this file goes. There we go. Got in the right place. Yeah, fans did create the ego, Skinny. You got that right, buddy. But you got to watch it too. Even like these indie guys, I've seen indie guys who just sold a couple hundred books get some egos. You got to watch yourself. It's easy to do. Got that page in place. Let's see. Got one last page to put in place. I believe I've got it. Let's pull up the preview here. It makes this thing look really tiny on here, but the proof will look different. See how tiny the artwork looks there, but the proof will look different. That reminds me. Go ahead and go here and hit proof and let that process get started, because it'll take it a while. We'll go through and look, make sure you got the pages in the right order. See, I don't know if you guys have noticed if you've got the book, but it's dedicated to Dave. Dave's not in the chat today, I don't think. If it wasn't for Dave helping out on this, things wouldn't have been as awesome. Dave's an awesome guy. You got Dave and you got Skinny in here. Two very important people who helped me getting this book finished. All these guys did work and colored and did art and stuff, but these guys helped make this thing a reality. So I really appreciate those guys. You guys don't even know how many times I've looked at this I'm just looking, like this page moves and a page on another story moves, so that's what I'm looking for. Make sure that they're there. And there's so many different styles in this book. There's Mr. McCrans. He's the artist going to be doing Lone Wolf too. So if you like that style, he's doing Lone Wolf 2. Then here's Mior's. Man, Mior did some crazy good art in this. Some of my favorite things. Let's see, where is that? I like his lettering, but like this here where it says boom and you see the guy inside of it. That's really, really cool. Eric Hawkins says, I was 10 minutes behind. No wonder the chat didn't make any sense. That's funny. There's more Jameson McCran art. This real crazy over the top Barry, Goosey, and Lone Wolf story with Joe. Which I hadn't talked to Joe in a long time. He's been really sick. Miss that dude. But yeah, this artwork will not be this small on the cover. Zippy says, glad it wasn't because Dave passed away. No, it's dedicated to Dave because he's awesome. And he really helped out getting this thing made. Shabby says, F in the chat for Mior. Yeah, man, Mior did a killer job on the artwork in this. Oh, sorry guys, got to stretch. Didn't have to work last night. Could not sleep worth a flip. I was talking to Skinny and fell asleep on the couch for like 15 minutes. I was like, I'm going to bed. I went and laid down in the bed. I slept like the best, probably 2 hours, maybe 3. No, I think about 2 because it's like I was talking to Skinny at 9, I think. Just solid, awesome sleep. And I forgot to turn off my alarm for work. I don't know why it was even on. Most of the time I have to turn it on every day or it doesn't stay on. And alarm goes off, wakes me up. And mad. Could not go back to sleep. I was so mad. So I got up, went to get a drink. When I come out, I got pictures of Axel. I need to post them. He's laying on his back, like asleep on the couch with his all 4 legs up in the air. And I snuck over and got a couple pictures of him. And it's funny, the second time I took a picture, he opens his eye and he's looking at me. I'm like, I see you. And he gets up and stretches and I petted on him. And went back to bed, tossed and turned for like 2 or 3 hours. At 2 o'clock, I finally get up. Axel's still asleep in here. He's sleeping on the couch. I get in the recliner, lean back, go to sleep in the recliner for like an hour. Can't go back to, wake up, can't go back to sleep, get up. Axel's gone. So I was like, I'm laying on the couch. Grab my blanket, lay down on the couch. Slept another hour and a half. And got up then. And pretty much been up ever since. So I'm kind of needing a nap right now. I gotta get this stuff done. Then I'm gonna take Axel to town. I think I'm gonna go to the store. But I told him I'd take him. And he's pretty smart and he remembers stuff. He knows what I'm talking about. When I say, he knows what words he knows. You say a word to him and he goes, he knows what words they are. Still generating the proof over here. Still generating the proof. But see, like Skinny said, if you talk to API, you go straight through them. And to get them to do this kind of setup on your book, you have to pay them to do it. Or have it write yourself. The good thing about Mix'em being the in-between is that I can go through and get this ready. They'll do small tweaks and stuff for it to get it printed. But even though they're like an in between, they get some really good prices. Usually their prices are in line with what API does. The only thing that they've really been cheaper on for me is shipping, and it might just be where they're located in conjunction with me. Uh, I don't know. It's weird. Like sometimes, you send a package somewhere in a straight line, and it's cheaper. But if it's got to go like this, a state or two, it'll be way more expensive. So for me to use Mix'em is cheaper to save on shipping. And actually, when I was going to print Lone Wolf, they gave me a quote that was all right, and then Mix'em gave me a quote, and at one point one of them went. I think they both went up, and so I asked for another quote, and Mix'em actually ended up, because this was months and months later, because the book got delayed, and Mix'em actually beat out API this on the last quote I got, and it was mostly they beat them out a little bit, but then they really beat them out on shipping. Shipping can get expensive on this stuff, but you should always check around. There's a bunch of printers. Check around, see which one can do the best, haggle with them, and then make sure their shipping is good. Another one I like to deal with, but it's just in real small quantities, and it's for the aged newsprint. It's not any cheaper to do paper like that. So when people tell you newsprint comics are cheaper to print, it's just the volume that they're printing in. Like Alterna, if you get on one of their print runs, it's because they're printing huge volumes. I've talked to several printers, and they told me that really didn't matter. The paper didn't matter. Now, you can cheap out and go for some super cheap paper, but really you still got to. It's not that big a difference from what I understand. Still generating the proof. I don't know if that's ever going to get that done. Oh, this preview here, it shows a white page, but this is going to be black. And you got this Brad Ashworth art piece here. On the inside of all these, I'll take probably a gold Sharpie and hand number them up here in the corner. I think I'm only, how many of these? I'm ordering 25, I think. So it'll be, hashtag 01 and all the way up to 25. I might just number 20 of them, keep one for myself, and then if somebody buys them, I'll number them then or something like that. I don't know. Can't wait to have this thing done though, guys. Come on. Zippy's got that Creedence song, so do 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 do. I always have that song stuck in my head. Always. So I don't know how many of you guys was here the other day, but I was talking about ordering a guitar for musician's friend. I ordered this guitar 3 different times, and what it is, it's like a cheap, it's like the bottom of the line Gibson. It's the cheapest thing they make. They've got it listed on their website right now. This thing right here. Go away, Amazon assistant. This thing right here. Gibson Les Paul Special Tribute DC. $5.99. Now, then this one. Neither one of these are in stock. You can order them, but they will cancel your order. Sometimes when you click on it, it'll say, now see, look, no longer available. See, we're sorry, this item's unavailable. Sometimes it says it is available, and you'll put it in your cart, and you'll try to check out, and it's not. I don't know if they'll make any more of these. These things, they blew these out right here. They only had a couple. but they sold really well. And what this is this is like a copy. It's kind of a amalgamation of a few of their student models from back in the day. See, it's a double cut Les Paul, but then it's got like this different pickguard on it, kind of like a Marauder or something. But what these are, this is stripped down. See, it's only got the, instead of having the Tune-O-Matic bridge, it's got the lightning bar tailpiece. It's got a really thin finish. It's not shiny. It's matte, and it will wear off pretty quick if you play it any. But they're really cool guitars. That's why I wanted it. I want that thin finish. It feels like it's broken in, like it's been played by somebody else for 20 years. Also, it's got P90s, which is a single coil. These are like the cheapest pickups Gibson makes, but they're not bad pickups in it by any matter. But they're just not like they're high-end humbuckers or anything. And then, of course, you got these vintage style tuners, and you've got the silk screen logo instead of the fancy one, and just a plain single ply truss rod cover. But yeah, I've tried to buy this thing 3 times, and it was $5.99, but they had I just paid off something on one of my cards, and so you could get this, and it was going to be $13 a month. And I was like, hey, $13. I'll get that really cool guitar and use it to play some Sabbath riffs and stuff like that. And it's like, nope, not gonna happen. They did have these. It's this one, but a different color. They still have these, actually. I know none of you guys care about this stuff. I just like talking about it. I don't like this color. I wanted the natural one. They did have like 48-month financing on these, and they were like $20 a month. Which they're pretty cool. About the same thing. The only thing is they have an actual gloss finish instead of that worn finish. And you see the maple neck on it. Everything else is about the same, except it's got the single cut. These guitars are expensive, shabby, because these are made in America by Gibson. Gibson and Fender American-made guitars are priced a lot higher than everything else. I could get the Epiphone Les Paul, which is made in China, for half the price of this, and it's going to look a lot fancier. Let me just pull up Epiphone Les Paul Special, or Les Paul Standard. But see, Zippy, the thing is that I've done this like 3 or 4 times, and it's driving me crazy. And I know they don't have it, but I just keep doing it. See, like, look here, standard 50s, and this is, in all actuality, a lot nicer looking guitar than the one I was just looking at. But this one's made in China, so it's $5.99, where the really plain Gibson, that other one, we just looking at, cost a lot more. But if I wanted to get the Gibson version, Gibson Les Paul Standard, it's going to be a lot more expensive. So here is the standard 50s. If it'll ever open it up. I've got a ukulele, Zippy. It's laying over there. Haven't played it in forever. See, look at this thing. I didn't click the gold top. But see, this is the Gibson version. $24.99. And that's because it's made in America. It's kind of handmade. It's, not all handmade, but they do use CNC machines and stuff, but it, got a lot of hand work done to it. Choice woods, top of the line parts, all this stuff. $24.99. And the thing is, like right now, it's not even, you can't even finance this one right now. You can for 6 months, but it was like 50 bucks, $50 a month. Pretty dang cool. Well, actually, what I'm wanting, and I'm almost thinking about just like living off of ramen noodles. And winter's coming up, so I don't have to. My electric bill will cut in half because I have gas heat. I live on a gas well, so I don't have to pay electricity. Well, I had to pay for my electricity. We got some big jerk in here. What's up, some big jerk? Skinny says, "Did you check out that Manly guitar since you?" Yeah, actually, back when I was in the band called Curly Purtis, we thought about getting one of those. No, it was after that, before the Crows. We thought about getting one because it's like you can play it just like a guitar, but it sounds like a mandolin. So I did watch that video. That's pretty rad. I think those things sound great. Let's see. I'll show you guys what I was kind of wanting to get. And they actually are. You can still finance them right now. They just cost a little bit more. Like I was saying, if I live off ramen noodles and my electric bill's cut in half, and I quit this whole comic book mess. Well, one thing, once this Lone Wolf book goes out, that's money that I don't have to pay for that. So, where's the guitar I was wanting? All these cost too much. I kind of want this this Les Paul Custom. It's $4,600. But there's another. We'll just look at this one. It's $109 a month. It's about the same thing I wanted. $5,000. I don't really like this finish though. Is there not another finish? I guess not. But yeah, I'm really considering buying one of these and just living like a bum. But I hate to cut my finances that close. Let's see. Where's the one I want, guys? See, these gold tops are $98 a month. I like those. They're 57 though, so the neck's a little bit fatter. There's one that they had made to order. What they do is they put in so many orders for just a really plain. Actually, Skinny, there are banjo ukulele hybrids. Gold Tone makes them, I think. They're absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, like I was saying, they put in an order and they get so many made to a certain spec. I don't know where they are on here. Let's see. But I know it was like $98 a month. It says gold top, $98 a month. I like gold tops. I just don't want a big fat neck on it. It's 119. I want you guys to see it. Can't find it, but I can sure as poop put that one on there that they don't even have in stock. I know they probably don't have the one I want in stock anymore. Which I kind of want one of these Les Paul Customs. But I wish they made it where it was aged, because I would get the white. I want the white. See, it says these are back ordered. Oh, that one's in stock. This one's back ordered. But I'd love to have this one, but faded to where it's kind of yellowed, where it looks like Randy Rhoads' guitar. See, this is $4,000. Almost $5,000. That's what I owe on my car. I could sell my car and buy this and just drive my truck. One thing about my trucks, it's older and got more miles on it. Skinny's watching it work behind install. That's the best way to do it. I can't watch anything at work. It makes me mad. I can barely get messages sent out. And half the time it won't even send them. I can't even get any. So if I could watch YouTube at work, I'd be in trouble. But yeah, I kind of want this Les Paul Custom. Look at that really cool case. It's got the pink lining on the inside. But this thing, you can't tell from there, but it's double bound. It's got the binding on the back. Gold hardware. It's got this really cool custom shop badge on it. Just $98 a month. Eric says he's in the office today watching. Shame on you guys. Shame on yous. Let's go. Let's see. Proof. The proof is in the pudding. Please. Please let the bleeds be correct, sir. How are they still that far off? How? Look at that. See right here, it tells. Go all the way back up, you turd. It's going so slow because it's trying to load all this crap up. I guess it's not on the top, it's on the bottom. I'll make it smaller. So it's almost wide enough. It's nowhere near tall enough. Skinny says the toilet is my office. I wish I was a toilet. So I just need to make it about I go another inch wide and then about 4 inches taller. I'll do that when I get done with this crap. Yeah, they're on the bottom. I'll copy them before they're millimeters instead of inches. I'll fix it here in a little bit. I ain't no hurry. Well, I am in a hurry, but let's see. I'll just do that. What did I click? Yeah. That looks absolutely ridiculous like this. Did a 14 by 20. So I'll do it on here. For some reason, I got Running with the Devil by Van Halen stuck in my head. Running with the devil. Yeah. I was talking about the lights here not working, man. This wall, the roof is sagging right there, but the walls is like kind of wavy right here. Surprised this stupid place ain't fell in on me yet. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Running with the devil. I can't remember if I already did that or not. It don't hurt to save it twice. So we'll go back here and we'll delete that one. Boop. Then go down. And delete this one. We'll go all the way back up. And we'll upload the files. And give that a few minutes. Yeah. Zippy says, did you ever catch a guy who tore down the curtains and pooped in the floor? No, I didn't. The next day, he finished the job, turned down the curtains, and then peed in the floor. But he's not been back. I guess Axel run him off. Did you run him off, Axel? He's laying. There's like... The way this trailer is, it's a single wide, but the room I'm in right here was been built on. So what used to be a sliding door right here is like it's like a big extra wide doorway. He's laying just on the side where he can barely see me. And when I talk, he raises his ears and watches me. Can't see me now. I see you. You want to come here? You come here? Huh? He just laying there watching me. Yeah, good boy, Axel. Good boy. You running him off. That's a good boy. That's what good boys do. Poor old feller. He likes his schedule, and when he gets off of it, and what's funny is like I got him way off. We went on that camping trip, was gone for 2 days. We come back that Sunday morning. I left him here by himself when I went to church. And then the next 3 days, I had to work over till 2 o'clock in the evening. So he was with Mom. So those are the days he started, started having problems. He just gets upset. He can't help it. The reason he tore the curtain and stuff down is I was probably leaving, and he'll run and jump on that bedroom door. The door will close, but if you push it hard, it'll open. He runs and pushes that door open and is trying to get my attention, trying to get out the window to go with me. Poor little feller. Hey, we gonna go for a ride, ain't we? We gonna go for a ride in a little bit? You want to go? Huh? You want to go? I'll take you for a ride. No Taco Bell today, though. You had some yesterday. I bought him some tacos yesterday. He was tickled to death of those. My dog is spoiled. My dog lives better than most people do. He has to stay home by himself, but he's been being a stinker here lately. He's got a taste of freedom, and now he wants to run around and do whatever he wants to. For a long while, I stopped putting him on his leash because I'd go outside and he'd follow me everywhere I went. He'd stay right with me. I'd tell him lay down, whatever. Well, one day he decided to run off with Dexter and Grizz. And ever since that day, if we get outside and he's not on a leash, he'll look at me like he'll follow me to the mailbox and we'll go to Mom's. He's fine. We start home, he takes off and he'll look at me. I'll say, Axel, you get over here. He'll look and he'll just start running faster and faster, just run off. Then I stand out there yelling like a crazy person for 10 minutes till he finally comes back. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Tinky. I'm talking about you. You been a tinker. Yeah, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. He's a good boy. What you been doing? You been in there resting? I went in there to my room. I used to stay in the room down there, but it's the one that's got the bad spot on the floor. Well, he goes in there and lays in there. That's his room now. Well, I went in here a few minutes ago because he likes to go in there and sit and look out the window. I went in there and he's laying in my bed. I was like, don't you got your own bed? But he was laying in my bed. You ain't gonna take you ain't gonna take that room. You already got a room. You already got a room. Got your own bedroom. That's how spoiled you are. Got your own bedroom. Yes. Yeah, he's got his own bedroom. Don't he? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, he is. A little spoiled, but he's a good boy. I've been trying to walk him more. There for a couple, like a week or two, or 3, I was down in my back. I don't know what I did, but here in the past week or 2, I've been feeling pretty good. So we've been going on walks, ain't we? Ain't we, buddy? We gonna go for a walk. Go for a walk. And yesterday I took him in the morning, and then Mom took him for like a 2-mile walk in the afternoon, didn't she? And he was tired after that. He's ready to go sleep. Let's see. I ain't gonna generate that proof yet because gotta move some of these around. See, look, it moves what it does. I don't know if it's the order they were uploaded in or what, but it moves some of these around. Like I said, I'm so used. I know where they go now that it's no big deal. I just got to move a couple of them where they're supposed to go. It just takes a couple minutes. We got old Melter in here. What's up, Melter? I'd like to buy a Les Paul, Melter. I sold all my guitars, and I don't know. I got the Dave Mustaine guitar still. I've got my Martin, and I've got my Telecaster. The Telecaster I'll never get rid of because my parents bought it for me. What are you barking about? Huh? You old stinker. And the vintage thing is all the money I was saving for a vintage guitar I had to spend on other stuff. And I just don't know if I can ever afford a vintage one. I'd almost rather buy a custom shop on payments. That's what I was looking at, is a Les Paul custom. And because if you hold on to it, man, those things don't lose any value. What? What? Do. Yeah, man, pretty much between those 3 guitars, I can do anything I want. You know, the Mustaine, I put the JB and the 59 in it. Handles anything, you know, pretty much it. Anything you want for a humbucker, it can handle. Then I got the Telecaster. Telecaster is the most versatile guitar ever. And then I've got my Martin, which is the best acoustic ever. I actually like. What? You don't like Telecasters or Martins? What? What are you barking at me for? Huh? You old stinker. Come here. What are you doing? But yeah, I actually like those Jared Dines Stingrays quite a bit. They're made by Sterling, right? Instead of Music Man, it's the foreign made ones. Which that don't really bother me. I've actually considered. I like modern guitars. That's always been one of the things. I want a really nice guitar, but then I'm like, why should I buy a really nice guitar if I'm probably just going to end up modding it? So I almost thought about just buying me like a white Epiphone Les Paul Custom that they come out with now, slapping some different pickups in it, changing the knobs, and kind of making my own like Randy Rhoads tribute out of it. Because I don't know, I always liked Randy Rhoads. He's not like a real influential guitar player on me, but I always liked his Les Paul. A guy I went to school with, his dad had an '82 Les Paul Custom, and he let us play it all the time. He was pretty cool, and it was a pretty killer guitar. I think it's '82. It had the really nice Gibson pickups. I think it had the Tim Shaws in it instead of the T-top, so it sounded great. Melter says, I made my fretless PJ bass for around $500 total in parts. Dude, I love parts guitars. See, actually, I think I'm going to end up modding the Telecaster. I've had the Telecaster since I was in high school. You can't see on here, but this thing is crusty. The tuners hold tune, but they're getting wore out. The neck has a lot of wear. Like, I love the way it looks. Like, it's starting to, the finish is wearing off, and it's still a little glossy on the back, but the sides, man, but every bit of the hardware is rusted, and this bridge actually is not the original bridge on it. Where it's a top loader, and it's only got 3 screws, it's really hard to find a replacement. But Hipshot started making a replacement, so think about changing the bridge, putting some custom shop Telecaster pickups in it, and I might have to change electronics because this pot here is froze up. And yeah, I think I gigged. This was my gigging guitar forever. So I mean, it's got tons of blood, sweat, and tears, and I mean literally blood and sweat for real. The original pick guard, it was white, but I cut my hand playing a show, and so there was blood all over it, and I took it out and saved it because it just looked crazy. It got blood just everywhere. All the original screws are here, and they're rusted over. I mean, it's nasty, but it's got that poly finish. It's dulled a little bit over the years, but still, it's still kind of shiny. But yeah, I was thinking about modding this thing. Yeah, a bridge will make a really yeah, that's a good idea. Put the Jimmy Page ones. A bridge will make a big difference. It made a huge difference in my bass, and I know it'd make a huge difference on this because this is a cheap bridge. That's the only way I could find a top loader with the 3 screws is to buy some generic one for I think it's a $20 piece. So I really need to buy something, more substantial. Now let's pull up the proof on this turd, which will take like a million years, but we'll check the preview. And like I said, this just keeps getting smaller and smaller, but it will not look like that on here. At least I hope it don't. Because if it's gonna look like that, I need to change it. We'll look and see on the proofs. The proofs will look different. This is misleading here, and so is this. Zippy's got to go. See you later, Zippy. Yeah, but see, Melter, what I was talking about was I was almost I'd almost just go ahead and spend the money on this Les Paul Custom. You know, I could get it for $98 a month, which, like I said, for the winter would be fine because I got gas, heat, and electric bill. No big problem with that. But I'd have to live off like ramen or something. But I could just get the Epiphone and mod it. Phone Les Paul Custom. Plus, they got the new headstocks on those that look way better. This one would be cool almost, because it's halfway there. But the thing is, it's got the old headstock on it. I don't like the old headstock. That one. On the back is black. Bah. I'd love to have one faded into that off-white color. See, these are $679. They don't have the good finance on them right now, but I think Sweetwater does. The only thing is, I don't know if this would ever fade right. Yeah, what I don't like, Melter, though, is it's not the right silver burst. Instead of having the teardrop silver burst. I know everybody else is probably just completely bored right now. It's like, who cares? Who cares? I like the teardrop burst the best. I don't like the edge burst. I should have kept the guitars I had several years ago. Let me see if I can find that picture on Facebook. I'll go to this real quick so you guys won't have to look at a bunch of stupid Facebook. All my exes live in Texas. Let's see, Doug Garrett. Oh, I shared this the other day, so the pictures will be right here. Not the best pictures in the whole world here, guys. But I had both these at the same time. Sold them like a big dummy. This is a early '90s studio. It's got the cool inlays, but it had an ebony fretboard. Somebody had replaced the tuners. The neck pickup was not a Gibson. It had the right bridge pickup. That neck pickup was wrong. And if you ever saw it, like it was like some kind of cheap chrome, and all the rest was nickel. I had a big ding out of the headstock and all this stuff. But that thing was a player and a half, man. It played so good. Then I got this. This is probably, it's 2010 when I posted this. So this is probably a 2008, 2009 Les Paul Standard Plus top in Desert Burst, which it's got the bigger headstock, the vintage tuners, bound neck, rosewood fretboard, burst bucker pickups, and these things were not very hot. They were very vintage sounding, but see, it's got the edge burst on it, which I'm not crazy about. But look at the flame top on that thing. It was absolutely sick. The thing is, I got it locally for $1,000. Kept it for a little while, and a guy offered me $1,600 for it. So I made $600. Should have kept it because you can't buy one as nice as that was for the money. Didn't have a mark on it. I played a few shows with it. I was just terrified of it getting stolen. You know. Really wish I still had it though, because I'm a big dummy. Like I said, it wasn't my preferred one because it had the... Oh, poop. I hate when I do that with this. Facebook does this stupid thing where when you make it big, you can't get the window to do nothing. There we go. Hit the Windows button. New tab. There we go. I hate that. I hate that thing. Melter says I have the Zach Wildep phone. I had the JB59 combo, but I replaced with a whole lot of humbucker. I need one for the next to match. Do the single out of phase harness. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's my thing. I want a Les Paul, but I want it to be the more vintagey sounding one because I've got the Dave Mustaine guitar to do all my more modern sounding stuff on it, and I got Telecaster to do my honky tonk country sounding stuff. So I want something to get that classic humbucker sound. But I don't know if I want to just buy something super nice or just buy something and mod it. So we probably run off quite a few viewers now since I've been rambling about stuff like that. Let's see. Still loading up the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Haha, I've said that twice today. Somebody shoot me. Somebody shoot me. The kids and the pudding pops and the Rudy Theo. The kids. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. Oh, I did get to watch the pandemic special. I watched it on their official website this morning. If you guys didn't see that, it's absolutely ridiculous. I laughed pretty hard, and then just like always, the show is absolutely utterly ridiculous. But then it always has a little heart to it. There at the end, you know, the little part with Stan and Eric was really nice. I've also been playing the Stick of Truth on my Switch, and that is the most offensive thing I have ever played in my life. I can't believe some of the stuff that's in that. Oh, I'm glad it's on the Switch and I can kind of hide because I don't want anybody walking into my house and seeing it on the TV. Oh Lord. No, but the pandemic special was pretty hilarious. Eric Hawkins is still watching, he says. That's the hawk to you guys. I still haven't read my Bigfoot Bill or my Thrashers or my Black Ops yet. I need to get to that. And actually, I'm going to buy Common America on Indiegogo. I didn't back to Kickstarter because I want to be able to back it when I have the money and know the money comes straight out. So, I got to back it. And I'm waiting for Earthworm Jim on Indiegogo as well. I got to read all this stuff. I just haven't been doing it. Got tons of stuff to read. Ended up buying some X-Force off of eBay because I wasn't even looking for it. It just pops up like the first 8, 9, 10 issues. I can't remember exactly. I didn't pay much for them at all. I was like, oh, cool. Back in the day, I was mainly into Spider-Man. Had a few X-Men books, but it was mostly Spider-Man. And I've been listening to Rob Observations, so it just kind of makes me want to go back and read a lot of stuff. What's awesome is I've got a lot of the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man stuff, and I've got a lot of the Eric Larson Spider-Man, but I don't have a lot of Liefeld stuff from then, so I kind of want to check it out. I'm gonna get my brother to pick up the Youngblood books for me there at where he works. At some point, I'm going there and dig through their comics and try to pick up. They got a lot of cool random indie stuff, and there's a lot of really cool late 80s and early 90s stuff in there. And that's the kind of stuff I want to pick up. And I'm not really a collector. I just want to read it, but I'd like to be able to get a hold of it. And then, if I don't want it, just sell a big box of comics to somebody. But I love all that stuff. It's so cool, and it reminds me of being a kid. And I remember when I was a kid at Walmart, we had this wasn't a super center, this was just a regular Walmart store. And I remember being a kid and going back where the toys was, like, if you're walking this way, toys were here, and sporting goods was here. But as you're walking up, there was a four-way right here, and it had nothing but Image Comics on it. And they were like collector's packs. They just come out, and I was looking at them, and I being a kid, I was like, I had seen Cable, I knew who Cable was, and stuff like that, and I'm thinking, these guys look like Marvel. There was the Deadpool looking guy, and there was, of course, they all kind of had a Cable look with the big guns and stuff. So I don't even really know any of the characters, but I remember thinking, what's the deal with this? What's the deal? What's the deal with 2% milk? I made those bigger this time, and they're even farther away. So something is not right. Look at this. This is farther away now than it was before. Sam says whole milk's where it's at. Yeah, this isn't right though. I'm thinking he's not got the new files on there. Like, it shows them in the preview. Makes it look stupid. Yeah, this is even farther away. I don't get that. I'm upset. I don't know how to fix it. I keep increasing the size and it doesn't get any closer. Yeah, it is weird. I'll worry about it later when I'm not on the line. I'll figure it out. I always figure it out. It's just something to try to give me a headache when I'm trying to get this stupid crap finished. I'm down to the last 17 books. That's it. And it's trying its hardest to throw a wrench into this thing. Apparently the universe doesn't want me to do comic books. Between all the weirdos that hassle me and this kind of crap, I'm really not surprised. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm mad. Talking about Bill Nye on stupid old Twitter. I hate Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the not science guy. Bill Nye, the not science guy. Bill, 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 Bill. Bill Nye, the not science guy. Bill Nye, not science guy. Bill, 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 Bill. Yeah, we used to watch Bill Nye. Anybody remember Beekman's World? Just watch Beekman's World a lot. Of course, I don't really remember it, but I remember watching it. Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, any of you 5 viewers, since everybody's leaving now? Been streaming for an hour and a half. Everybody's probably getting bored. I don't know. I just feel like talking today. Being goofy. Do you guys remember a show called The Sea Monkeys? Let's see. Is it The Sea Monkey Project? What is it? No. Sea Monkey TV show. Had Howie Mandel in it. Okay, Amazing Live Sea Monkeys is what it's called. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I don't know if we'll get a copyright strike or not from this. Let's see if we can find a better quality. I don't know if we can.
Neopet, right?
Okay, yeah, this is a better quality. Howie Mandel. So apparently Howie Mandel was an executive producer on this turd.
Yo, Mrs. Scampy.
Morning, aquarium! Scared you.
Hi, Professor.
Silly sea monkey. What are you doing looking in the fishbowl?
I'm just looking for a pet to love.
You know there's no such thing as a pet in a fishbowl.
But I want a pet so bad.
Oh, but Aquarius, you are young. You can't have that kind of
Oh,
responsibility.
come on, Professor. Make me a pet. Will you, please, Professor?
I don't have pets. All I have is these 3.
So there's Howie Mandel right there. Did any of you guys ever watch this? It used to come on after cartoons on Saturday mornings. Really weird. Really, really weird. I used to watch it. I think it was after Ninja Turtles. We're down to just 3 viewers now. But yeah. Used to watch that. There was a different Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle intro that would come on. It says 1990. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's the original one. I gotta find it. I think this is it. Yeah. This one is not near as good.
Enter the action zone. Scanning for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Locked. Access now.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtle power! They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. The heroes in a half shell and the green. When the evil shredder attacks, Turtles fight back. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They made April look a little different there too.
Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtle power.
At this point, they got a little more serious than what they, they got kind of goofy there for a while. They kind of got more serious here. But that Action Zone, that CBS Action Zone, I remember that's what Wildcats was on. CBS Action Zone. Let's see if anybody remembers any of this. Let's see. Yeah, Sonic was on it. Skeleton Warriors. Yeah, the original opening, I believe, was animated in Japan, wasn't it? Because, like, a lot of people... Wasn't it like Toei didn't... Or however you say it, didn't they do the original animation for that? I wasn't allowed to watch this. We'd watch it on occasion.
Tales of the Skeleton Warriors.
But Mom would be like, "That's satanic, you can't watch that." It's kind of scary. Oh, the 90s. Oh, man. Yeah, Mom was like, "You can't watch that." Wildcats was on there, I know. Can't remember what else was on there. Of course, there was Sonic. Oh, this is a guy talking. We don't want to see you talking. We don't care about that. I don't know if you guys remember Sonic Saturday morning. The Sonic Saturday morning. It was pretty good. Yeah, Mighty Max was good too. I watched it after school most of the time. I didn't know if it was ever Saturday morning or not.
Blue streak speeds by. Sonic the Hedgehog, too fast for the naked eye. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive. Look out!
Yeah, on two different shows. There was the Saturday morning one and then the really goofy one.
Don't doubt what he can do.
This one is the one that they did the Archie comic based on. I got a bunch of those around this thing.
Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive.
We used to,
He's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive.
We used to love watching that and reading the comics, man. I got the Archie, Ninja Turtles, and then we got Sonic. Let's see. Then I remember Wildcats. Let's see. I don't know if it'll bring up the cartoons or not. Cartoons. cartoon. Yeah, here we go. We just want to see the opening.
We're heroes, not zeros.
90s terrible.
So here's the fact. So we got power to the max. You know what the bad snails. When all else fails, call nerves of steel. Here's the deal. You better watch out.
Jim Lee's Wildcats. Not as good as X-Men. Oh, and they've got the episodes on here. They're SWAT Cats. That was a good show. Oh, man. Good stuff. I'll have to come back here and watch it. He's talking about the 90s cartoon there. See, I've got the one where they turn him into Metal Sonic, and then they stopped carrying them at our local Walmart, so we never really got to finish the stories. They got really serious. It's kind of like Ninja Turtles did. You know, it was kind of goofy fun, and then they kind of got serious and had some serious stories in them. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I've been streaming for about an hour and a half. I was doing dishes. Trying to get some other stuff on here. Not dishes. Daggum, guys. Been doing laundry. So, my laundry should be dry. And the other stuff should come out of the wash. So, I'm going to go throw some stuff around. Get ready and take Axel for a ride. Because I told him I'd take him for a ride. But I'm going to get out here. Hope y'all have a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me while trying to figure out this garbage. And I will talk etchings later.